past week has been about showing up when you don't have all the information, finding the courage to step into spaces that you feel super uncomfortable about, being reminded just how powerful community can be and how you can let it hold you. There's also been moments of serious improvisation, both on stage and in boxing rings, I'll have you know. There's been a lesson in just simply learning from observing others, I guess. And yeah, I think today's always going to carry a little bit more meaning for me, given that it would have been my mum's birthday. I'm Emma Tijani. This is the Weekly Unfold, my space to really explore the asks, the failures, the lessons, reminders, all the gratitude that helps me navigate this life one step at a time. Let's get into it. Ask this week was for honest context. I was part of the team that was supporting an amazing event that took place this past Friday called Running in the Halls. It was a British Museum late in partnership with my runway group, and it was all about celebrating African and diaspora storytelling, which you know I love a bit of storytelling. Now initially my role was to facilitate an open discussion with the audience about two particular films. Somewhere along the way it became clear that I would be needed to host the entire segment. Now normally I like to be prepared. I like knowing the flow, I like understanding what the context is. But in this situation, I didn't have the full picture. I hadn't seen all the films. I didn't know who would be representing the films that I hadn't seen. I just had no clue. So during one of the screenings that I had watched, I paused and asked for a little bit of clarity. Just a little bit, tiny bit. Because if you're going to ask me to improvise, I need to improvise well. And honestly, asking for that clarity helped in the moment. It's a good reminder that asking for clarity allows you to show up properly. So without that additional kind of like context and clarity, I would have been all over the place. And it felt like when I was on stage, I was all over the place. But the audience seemed fine and everyone seemed to engage really well. So it was a great piece of programming and I loved it. Ready to do some more hosting. My favorite this week is peel and like stick wallpaper. Yeah, so the internet sold me a dream. I don't know why, but on different feeds and different ads, it was telling me that peel and stick is the way to go. It's not messy, it's da-da-da-da-da. So I ordered the samples. I tried to believe it's not the way forward, for me at least. So ladies and gents, we are going back to basics because yeah, let's stick to real wallpaper and or paint because it's a no from me on this occasion when it comes to the peel and stick type thing. Now maybe I haven't got the right one. Maybe someone needs to send me the right type, but as it stands, it's a no from me. There's so much magic in community. This past week, I had my first sparring session as part of like the boxing program that I'm doing. And if I'm being completely honest, I was scared. And I wasn't just scared of being hit. I was also scared of hitting someone else. And I know that this is ironic given the fact that it's the entire premise of boxing. However, it is how I am. It's how my brain thinks. So what made the difference when I eventually actually stepped into the ring was the community. So that we were training at a gym that we hadn't been training at before with another kind of community of female identifying boxers. And yeah, people that I had never trained with before was so encouraging. They were like backing me, they were chanting my name. It was actually ridiculous. But it felt great. So I think there's something like powerful about being held by people who expect nothing from you apart from you just trying. And I'm not gonna say I'm comfortable yet, and I don't know if I ever will be, but I did get in the ring and that counts for something in my book because mate, I was so scared. So yeah, go me. And thank you to the community. You can learn lessons without being center stage. I joined a group coaching session last week, which I do try to join where I can, but I don't always get to because high work commitments. So, and this time it fell kind of like at a good sort of lunchtime-ish time. and I was able to attend. And the thing that stood out for me was just how much I learned without even having to speak. I had to be on mute most of the time because I was in transit, I was at lunch, it was the whole thing. But just by listening, I took in so much. Hearing other people's challenges and hearing like the different perspectives and different angles to like solving them and different people's approaches to solving, it just sparked so many ideas for me and the things that I'm working on and the various situations I'm in. So I absolutely loved it. And I host group coaching sessions. I know the impact of group coaching, but I haven't done it in a while. So I guess maybe I'd forgotten about the impact, or I don't know, but it felt really good to be in that space. So yeah, just shout out to group coaching and the impact that it can have. Listen, I got a new mattress. That mattress is a game changer. That is the gratitude. That's it. New mattress. Game over. I have been enjoying sleep. Yeah, that's all. Solo dates have been something that I'm super thankful for. I've done a few recently. One to the cinema, one to kind of like an event, which was a storytelling event. And yeah, those are the main ones. But the one that I really enjoyed was the date to the cinema. I went to see The Drama. It has Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, I think his name is. And the reason I ended up going to see it was because there was so much discourse online about the way in which the promo for the film had been done and like the marketing for the film. So I'm really into the marketing and psychology of marketing, all of that. And there was a lot of noise about how effective the marketing was without giving away the storyline. And I've got to say, it was done superbly. In case you're going to go watch it, I'll just say it's about a wedding and the prep towards a wedding. There's so many more layers to it. It's so much more intricate. Great film. Not like one of the greatest ever, but it was a good film. I really enjoyed it. That was it. Really appreciated my solo date to the cinema. So today would have been the 67th birthday of my mum, and I've been thinking about her a lot. I am thinking about how grateful I am for her, how thankful I am for the time that I got to spend with her. As I'm twisting my ring, I'm realising that I'm not wearing my ring that I had made in honour of her, so that feels a bit missing. But all that to say, she was an absolute babe. If you knew Hadia Mary Tijani, MBE, she was an absolute babe and remains so. I'd like to think that she would be proud of the things that I'm doing at the moment, especially actually the boxing. This one, yeah. This woman loved boxing. She'd be sitting there at night being like, oh, okay, and hit him, and I'd be like, babe, why are you up watching a box? Go to sleep. What's going on here? She'd be like, I'm just watching him, and yeah, and then and I'm like, yeah. So clearly her love of boxing was not something that I inherited. But more than anything, I think she would, as I think back to like what she would be saying right now, what we would be doing today, we would have probably gone to Dishoom, had a cheeky Dishoom breakfast. I think she'd probably be reminding me to remember who I am. The year or so that I've had has been a testing one, and yeah, I think she'd be reminding me like, don't forget you are Ramat Tijani. So yeah, I'm taking it all in. It's been today feels like a bit of a reset. I always actually treat her birthday as like my personal new year, especially given that I actually have to share my new year with everyone else. Perks of being born on December 31st. So like, first day of your new year is actually January 1st with the rest of the world, or like the Northern Hemisphere calendar. So yeah, April 19th is generally kind of like my new year. It's kind of when everything starts afresh for me, and it's the middle of spring and I'm kind of like, let's see what this year brings for me. So I'm feeling reflective today in particular, but feeling super grateful for the time, as I said, that I had and that I was able to spend with her as my mum. Because yeah, not everyone gets that time. Not everyone has the relationship or had the relationship that I had with her. So yeah, anyway, today would have been her birthday. Happy birthday, babe. Love you immensely and thank you for everything. Whew, let's get on to the next one. Alright, so looking ahead to week 17 of 52, I don't actually have anything. I haven't really thought ahead, if I'm completely honest. And I guess that's okay. I'm just sitting with today, and I guess just letting what will be. So I'm trusting that next week will unfold exactly how it needs to. So that's how I'm feeling about next week. As always, thank you for taking some time out to watch. I appreciate it. I appreciate the likes, the comments when they come in. Thank you. I, as always, will encourage you to stay out of trouble, unless it's good trouble, in which case, go wild. See you next week. Bye.